Alright, some walk and talk video. Been a while. Yeah, nobody really to talk to. YouTube's kind of a wasteland and such. I made that complaint before, so okay. People are watching videos, I suppose, but they're not not the ones I'm watching. Anyway, so Strawkantavad has done the I'm not saying there's no truth, I'm just saying there's no way to get there, or something like that. Still pooing on logic as if truth acquisition is some sort of tool, that we're just using it to manipulate reality. We're not attempting, honestly, to describe it. I just think you could say that about religious kooks. Yeah, that's for sure. They're obviously distorting and perverting reason, to make it possible to rationalize. They're rationalizing, nonsense. What can be understood as nonsense. So he's just using these silly examples like, oh look, our language is not good enough because we can't describe the sky in all of its skyness. Well, we can describe it in basically sufficient to the purpose, which is of what utility is it? What does it mean? Oh, that's right, nothing. It's like describing the World Series or something. Obviously, it's nothing described honestly, but a soap opera. That the big, strong men are watching. Yeah, it's a girly show. It's a chick film. So anyway, but the other argument he's making is that manipulating. So this is the joke of it, right? He's manipulating the use of words to imply a weakness in things that doesn't really exist, because he's just using examples that aren't really applicable to the mean, aren't applicable to the vast majority of the use of it. So because one mad scientist, tries to sew, a duck's bill on an elephant's ass, all science is bullshit. And he's kind of doing the same thing. All logic is meaningless because the mathematics we use is base 10 instead of base 8 or base whatever, which is just completely perverting perspective. No one's arguing that the base we have chosen for our mathematics is logical. What's being argued is that the numbers are logical, that the implications of establishing a value weight for a number means that there is such a thing as a half, and that there is such a thing as a times 2. That there is a squared and there is a cubed and whatnot. So it's just such an overt and obvious manipulation of data, which most people do, right? They scapegoat things with bad examples, and then he'll use words like scapegoat like that isn't exactly what he's doing. Straw manning and scapegoating entirely, the very function of intelligence. And so here we are, 20th century, right? 21st century beings. And he's trying to drag us back into some point where we had some sort of reasonable doubt, when the evidence wasn't in, where you really had no, before the release of the OJ film with him wearing the gloves and the Bruno Mollies. Really game over, right? It was over by honest men much sooner, but it just took away all doubt. All capacity to rationalize an excuse. There was no more rationalizations. They went from lame to just ludicrous, which I guess lame is a shorthand for. But anyway, I guess not. Lame is, broken. So, yeah. But anyway, so this is just still part of his convenience philosophy of raising the specter of doubt, that we should for some reason we should be doubtful and uncertain and mystified, when here we have split the atom, we've lifted nature's skirt as high as you can lift it. We can see exactly what she's got. Come on, the mysteries are over. The volume of data about our psychology and what we're the silly internal wanky game we're all playing with ourselves, essentially through a mechanism of psychology. We're essentially stroking each other's privates, with our psychology through the mechanism, this medium of psychology. And that's about all that's going on here. But they want to glorify the game, because they have to glorify their own. The mechanism that's keeping them in the game. They don't want to lose their addiction. They want the soap opera to mean something. And so they can't see it as a soap opera, because then they're going to be embarrassed and humiliated. Like, oh fuck, I'm watching a soap opera. I'm a sissy. And they don't want to have to fess up. But that's all they're doing. They're crying watching the chick film. I'm sorry, these are really gross kind of misogynistic comparisons. I might as well talk about women drivers next. So I apologize to the ladies. Even that's kind of, to the women's, to the non-men listening. I apologize for targeting your kind of humiliating ancestry. Let's put it that way. But men are also, like I said, I'm talking to humans, and I'm basically pointing out that you're all assholes, and you've all got your little thumbs up your little butts. You're completely confused by the purveyors of nonsense, from big media to little media like Strawkantavads of the world, little soft soap salesmen, trying to tell you little fables and little bedtime stories to give you some sense of purpose and functionality that you do not possess. Some sense of, I am worth it. It just can't be demonstrated with something called reasonable evidence, sensible evidence, within the realm of or scope of credible evidence. It's just your own testimony. And the Kantavad says so. Life is mysterious. He says so. We can't know the basic dynamic. And like I said, we've already nailed that down. You can't reasonably believe in God anymore. You can only rationalize an excuse to believe in God. But you can't apply reason or logic, because the evidence of the incredibility of the testimony, the incredibility of the overt story, the perfectly viable alternative explanation of creation, you're just doomed to a failed existence, clinging to that babble. Like I said, he's just giving people who are trapped in that addiction, who are wanking off to their World Series game, he's giving them an excuse to keep it up, so to speak. Enjoy yourself. Don't be a responsible human being. Don't apply reason. Don't be a clinical human doing that smartification shit and the truth shit, because that's no fun. And it isn't. That part of it is true. Okay? The truth is not going to be a good time. The facts of this rocky road that we must travel, this dangerous, insidiously brutal road, you're just not gonna, there's no cartoons or comic book reading on the Trail of Tears, so to speak. And if you want to be an honest human being, you're going to have to, you're going to get hurt. yeah, life's going to hurt you. The truth is going to hurt. Because it's going to break down all the illusions of warmth and comfort you have, and it's going to make you feel your vulnerability and the tragedy of its creation, the horror of its lineage and history. You're going to see the bastard in your origin, and it's going to embarrass you. But anyway, I mean, this is what this conversation ultimately is about, is the validity of this truth of evolution, this truth of a monkey that, if given proper incentive, will piss in its own mouth. This animal that just isn't intrinsically or fundamentally at all functional or useful or purposeful, or doesn't even, in the evolutionary scheme of things, is a low order, unlikely to win the contest. But again, knowing the truth, you're going to know that the contest means nothing. Being the best crocodile is not a contest you want to enter. There's no victory in winning. Be the biggest asshole. Yeah, there's no reason to enter that contest. You will not. You can only lose. Okay, either overtly or indirectly. So yeah, it just seems like sensible people. If you're a sensible person, it just should be. It should occur to you. It should roll in your head a little bit. Oh yeah, there's all this game in my brain. All this manipulation, and can I get them to like me? Can I get them to need me? I need, or if I only had this, if I only had that, when I get this, when I have supervision, everything's going to be so cool. You can see your shit. So why don't you just fess up and say you're playing a shit game? You're caught up in a bunch of childish, notions of substance and meaning, and none of it has any substance or meaning. It's just meaningful because of a psychological mechanism, that you possess that converts absolute shit, into chocolate chip cookies. And that's what your brain does. Your brain converts bullshit into something consumable. That's the function. That's why we wiggle through the humus. I keep using that metaphor, but we're just worms wiggling through the muck, to get to the goodies. The chocolate bar illusion that your brain keeps putting in front of you, and keeps inspiring this desire. And if you really think about it, not only can you, you can erode much of that silly passion and become a little more passionate for something more meaningful. At least you can divert your passion. That's at minimum. You have that much capacity, is to divert your passion into being something rather than just another bumpkin, another lumpkin on the lumpkin log. Yeah. So boo for the Strawkantavad strawman scapegoating propaganda show. This whole implication that we can't get a grasp on the truth regarding our psychology and the actuality of the game we're playing. As we can, we have. The human race has acquired the knowledge, and it has implications. That's the downside. And as you start putting all these pieces together, we have a lot of the pieces. Yeah, it's an ugly picture, and that's the sad part. There's still the Carl Sagan types of the world trying to, take the pieces and make them into a smiley face somehow. But if you really look at it, you can see the skull and crossbones that's written all over the game we're playing. So, anyway, I believe that's sufficient. I miss the old walk and talks. But whatever. I've done it. Been there and done that, right? Almost 3,000 videos on the Inmendham channel. I suppose I should do something creative as celebration, as something, but I lack inspiration lately for such nonsense. But we'll see. We'll see. That's enough. Till next time. Alright, a little bit of an add-on. Still swimming. It's cold. Cold water, cold air. Anyway, but it's swimming. Which isn't relevant. But that's the psychology, right? Somehow my brain has made that into, something worth doing. And it does it. You live while you're alive. But it doesn't mean you can't think while you're alive. You can't. I've done this so many times. There's a difference between philosophy and psychology. And people ought to label what they're doing. When you're talking this talk up the game crap, that's psychology. It's not philosophy. It's not an effort to describe reality. They're trying to sell a form of reality. Trying to sell a mindset for living, not a mindset for thinking, or the truth. It's just a grotesque lack of respect for the truth, for philosophy as an endeavor, this idea of discovery, discovering the truth, revealing the truth, exploring, but it's about the truth, and they don't want to go anywhere near that, and they're disguising this mumbo jumbo, this bullshit, as something somehow related to the dignified endeavor of dissecting and describing reality. And they're just doing this disgusting clown dance on it, and saying, slapping their big flappy feet and their squeaky nose and their antics, smearing that crap on the truth, on science, on reason, logic, all these very good words, and they're smearing this cotton candy gippity goop all over it. As they want to dignify what they're doing, they want to make it seem credible, when it is in fact incredible, uncredible. So it's just, oh God, yeah, it just makes you hate people. Anyway, anyway, I'm a little deaf in my ears again. Cold water is even worse for bad ears. But whatever. It does wake you up. you know you're in the game. But anyway, so there's not much to show here. Weather's holding. It really isn't that bad. Can't complain, really. No right to complain. It's really been quite nice. Kind of wish I had gotten more out of it, but I don't want to really let go of it. But no tide, something or other. No, it was something. Yeah, that's good enough. Something. Cliche metaphor thingy. There, done. So till next time. Oh, wheelbarrow! I was looking for that. Yeah, I put it away. Wow, unbelievable. I don't believe I actually put something away. Shit. Doesn't sound like me. Anyway, flowers are mediocre. They're coming back over here pretty well. Some damn caterpillars really nailed me. Alright, I'll pet the cat. Sitting here saying I must. Say hello. He's doing very well. Nice thick coat. Yeah, he wants to lie down. Yes, and go swimming in the grass. Yes. Yes, he does. Oh. Alright, anyway, enough of that shit. So, that's about all. Lots of flowers here. Clumping. Anyway. Oh, I can't go in this way. But the hibiscuses are done. No big flowers. Onward and outward. Or some such crap. Yeah. Sorry, just looking around. These are a lovely dark color here. Just, yeah, very nice. Keep having to look though. Caterpillars.